Hey gang, Ryan Cozy at the Chapel at Cross Point here in Buffalo, New York. I hope and pray everybody's doing really well. Hey, a couple things I just wanted to update you on for regard to this week that I'm really excited about. Two things in particular. One, I'm going to be heading to Chicago this afternoon where I'll be meeting with Christ Together, which is another church partnership network forged in the Midwest. I've mentioned this a couple of times, but we've just really hit it off with them relationally. And even from a standpoint of vision, mission, and purpose, we're saying a lot of the same things. And so I'm going to be meeting with a couple of their guys over the next day, just talking about the language of Renovation Network, the language of Christ Together, and just what partnerships look like for us as organizations. And so I would ask that you pray for us. I'm pumped to go there. Scott Chapman, who is the lead pastor at the chapel in Chicago area, the north suburbs, is a Cleveland guy as well. And in case you haven't noticed by all of my propaganda, I am a Cleveland guy as well. Go Tribe. But I'm excited for Chicago, and I would just ask that you pray for our meetings tonight and tomorrow. Second thing I wanted to mention is Philadelphia. Dolph Lario, good friend of ours, he's a regional coordinator for Renovation Network. And he's just a good friend of mine. This week, Wednesday, I just want to ask that you pray for Philadelphia. Dolph is orchestrating a Renovation Network celebration in Philadelphia. And they've got about 70 people from a number of different churches in his context that are going to be showing up and just celebrating what God has been doing in and through the renovation communities in Philadelphia. And so I just want to ask that you pray for Dolph, pray for the leadership and the facilitation of that time, that people would be envisioned to the idea of working together closely with one another. Dolph's he's just been doing a great job there, and I've just been really excited about his heart, his passion for Philadelphia, and I would ask that you pray for him. The second area that I would ask that you pray for him in that context in particular is, we were talking this morning, Dolph and I, and he was just saying, you know, what would be some ways to just kind of continue the momentum of partnering with other churches. And so I shared some of the stories that we've had even recently with churches in a variety of different contexts, be it geographically rural or suburban or urban, in different cities, that the churches that have been willing to kind of ask the hard questions to really understand like what is or what is not going on in our churches, that has served as a catalytic sort of a point of demarcation for a number of churches to say, all right, we really got to start working together. We got to start thinking about partnering together more effectively. And we need to think about how are we effectively mobilizing our people by either the missional behavior that they see or the missional behavior that they want and they're not seeing in their churches based on what the survey reveals to them. So I would just pray that that you would pray for Dolph and just a couple of churches that would rise up out of the Philadelphia area and say, look, I'll ask those hard questions. Because what we've seen in other regions is that has been a catalytic point of churches just taking their commitment to another level with one another. So pray for that. The last thing that I'll share is we have a section on the city called Renovation Network Discussion Material, and I'm actually going to be posting a couple of the video vignettes that I've been talking with you about in the partnership that project I've been working on with Pacific Point with John Blue. And a couple weeks ago when we were out in Los Angeles, we filmed a couple of videos around the outcomes that they're going to be using to share with their people about what it is that they feel the outcomes represent in mobilizing their lay people. And so you'll see Jordan Stinziano, Jason Malone, and John Blue will be a part of those video vignettes. If they bless and serve you to cast vision for your communities or your geographies, use them. You can get them for free on YouTube. They are a part of the project platform that we're developing with Pacific Point Church. And so I just want to let you know I'll be posting those today. I think there are 4 of them, and I'll give like a little intro video to each of them. But I hope and pray that everybody's doing well. I'm excited about this week. I'm excited about what God continues to do in and through the network. And I pray for your churches and ask that you pray for me this week. Have a great day.